What's going on, guys? Bank Rubber Games here, more Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. And last episode when we left off, we did some mopping up around the map, getting a couple of items that I missed before, which was quite cool. We also found a couple of NPCs and did a little bit of a NPC quest, which was nice. But then I was confused because there were some NPCs that I've seen at these locations that didn't spawn, that I've missed sort of being able to talk to. And in between episodes I did go over to the Church of Owls in the main game and seek absolution, but it did tell me that I didn't need absolution. So I have a feeling where we jumped up here sort of thing and defeated this boss that led us up here and moved the Needle Knight leader. I have a feeling that sort of progressed the world state and sort of made NPCs move around the map a little bit. So hopefully I haven't messed any of the quests up, but we'll worry about that at a later date. But seeing as we've sort of moved into another area and this is sort of seen as progression up this way, I'm gonna go ahead, do a couple more mop-up bits that I need to do in this bottom section, and then we'll focus on getting all the dungeons done and this castle done over the next couple of episodes. So we're just looking for someone we can interact with and get some more resources. Yeah, I notice this guy didn't have a lock on. That gives us another cookbook. And this seems to be one of the foragers that is mentioned by these guys over here, and with more being one of the foragers, which is pretty cool. So I'll have to look out for, I assume they're all going to be pest enemies, but they might not be. We've only got one more thing to look out for. Couple more things. That's who I'm looking for. A little bit of a tougher fight than I was expecting, but that does give us the Beast Claw weapon, which is a new weapon type, which is really cool. And I was a fan of the Beast Claws in Bloodborne, so we're definitely going to test these out. very aggressive. See this weapon on. Sure what that was that just screamed at us. But yeah, I did have a good look around these woods. Just because I realised I didn't really go in them all that much. And there didn't seem to be anything else. So as far as I can remember, that's everything I found while I was running around in between episodes a little while ago. So now we can focus on mopping up some of these dungeons. Here's the Forge dungeon. Looks quite cool. Hit them when they're weakest. Massive delay on that attack there. So I'm guessing these guys are meant to be pretty tough. That was. So seeing as there's smithing stones around here, I'm guessing that this is the equivalent of the mines in the main game, where you can get upgrade materials. So those guys are quite tough to take down. We'll switch back to our backhand blades just because they're upgraded in comparison to the other weapons we found from the DLC. I know they won't be that great against those guys if we run into more of them, but we do have our rock sling. quite easy to miss. They don't really stand out all that much. The smithing stones in comparison to the mines. Slimes on the ceiling. That ladder that we can use to get up and down. Crafting recipe there. Much easier. Now these are all low level smithing stones. So I'm guessing later on we are going to come across other sort of forge type areas that will have much higher level smithing stones. These backhand blades do seem to have a lot more poise damage. You know, just on the regular attacks. I don't know if it's because they hit quite fast. This is another new weapon type. Throwing blade. Pretty cool. Doesn't seem to have any sort of cost to it, similar to the perfume bottles. Doesn't have the most amount of range though. Probably quite a good sort of backup weapon. I'm guessing there's a switch or something that I've missed. There. No idea how I'm going to get up there, but at least we know where we're going. Got an idea. What's the heavy attacks? So I don't know if there's like a swipe as you throw it with the heavy attacks. I do like the design of this area. It's very different from anything in the main game. Almost reminds me a little bit of something that you get in a Darksiders game. For anyone that's played those. Very underrated series, in my opinion. Really? Seems like quite a good way of getting our health back as well. Pretty sure that's where we came in the dungeon. There's the hint that we got. Dragon smithing stone there and a big hammer of some description. Glass of weapon. Massive amount of damage. Sort of to be expected. Yeah, sort of on par with the Falling Star. Beast Jaw. Pretty decent scaling on it as well. Looks absolutely ridiculous. very, very cool. Almost reminds me a little bit of the Quakestone hammer in Dark Souls 3, one of my favourite weapons from that game, I think. So definitely gonna test this out on some local unsuspecting enemies. I have a feeling that once this is upgraded, it's going to be very, very powerful. So it said that on the description the spears disappear instantly, but it seems like they linger for a second and actually can still do fire damage. So very, very cool. Yeah, definitely worth exploring that dungeon, I think. That's this Ruined Forge lava intake. I'm just gonna check to see which smithing stones it takes to upgrade the weapon. Just so you guys know as well. I may as well upgrade it while we're here if we've got the resources. So it is somber smithing stones. But if you have all the bell bearings, you can purchase those from the shop. Massive amount of damage there. 843. So with the right build, I imagine you can get that right up. Might actually switch to this weapon for the next episode, see how it sort of performs clearing out another dungeon. But I'm going to wrap this episode up here, and then I think in between episodes I'm going to mess around with talismans and things like that to sort of better suit this weapon that we've just got, because it is really cool. And like I said, it reminds me a lot of the Quakestone hammer, which was probably one of my favourite weapons in Dark Souls 3. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series and look to see what this weapon can do, then make sure to like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. But thanks again for watching, always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.